So I'm actually winterizing here, and I'm not going to be installing my sprinkler system out on the farm. So I'm going to actually show you my mist irrigation system here in my residence that I had up and running this summer. So what I have coming in here, this is the actual input here, and there's my dog Murphy. He wants to be a star on the show. So here's my input hose coming from the main feed. I have a picture here showing you I have a drip irrigation pressure regulator that keeps it at 25 pounds per square inch PSI. And that's going into a filter here. This filter is just a generic filter with a generic filter in it, and I use that to filter out the chlorine here. Out at the farm I'll use that, it'll get sand and everything else out of the system for me. And then I come along and I have a T connector here. I had plans of doing another system off this way, and as you can see right now the valve is shut off, so I did not end up actually using that this year. I only used one bed. So the T goes straight here, and it goes into an inline sprinkler valve here that's electronically controlled, and as you can see that's wired up here. These two wires did go into this one. I already disconnected that, and what I have are some little wire nuts here, and I bought these again at Lowe's, and they have what do you call it, grease, special outdoor grease that you put on, and it's up inside. A little bit of dirt and stuff in here right now. I'll clean that up a little bit later. So the wire at the other end of that is a Galcon Station Indoor Irrigation and Propagation Seconds operation. Well, that's a mouthful. And it basically, I have it programmed to every 10 minutes it turns this sprinkler valve on for 10 seconds, and it just it turns this little solenoid right here on, and that allows the water to go across in the pipe. At the end of the pipe here, I'll walk down to it. Here I just have another valve, which right now is open because I'm draining it, but during operation it was in the off position right here. And what that did is that put pressure on the pipe, and I drilled a hole in here, and I pushed this this tube through, which goes out to a dram mist head. I'll show you that in 1 second. I had too much pressure on here, and it kept blowing the dram mist head tube out, so I ended up taking electrical tape and just kind of doing some figure eights around it. And then I found that I also needed to kind of tie it down here as well, just to hold it in. Probably about 4 or 5 times this summer it blew out. So after I put this tape on, I didn't have any other issues with it. So let's follow along to the dram mist head here, and you can see it's in the back. And I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to try to pull it out. There we go. So as you can see, it's long. The stakes go in the ground. This is the dram mist head here, and it just shoots the water out in all directions. And let me back up to show you my propagation bed here. So you've seen the one out at the farm in part 1 and part 2 of this series, this being part 3. The wood on the top and the vinyl siding, I used recycled material here. That's what held up my shade cloth here at my residence. So I'm a little more sophisticated than that now out at the farm, using the horse panel. And pretty much that's the operation from here. I will shoot a separate video showing you how to program and configure the Galcon 8056S AC6S 6-station indoor irrigation and propagation system. So I will show you that one in the next video.